CETV presents America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, Chao Racing 2023 for the week of September 24th. The action starts off with week 11 on the men's division portion. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao race! Our first race-up features Gary Coles, Andy Bargrubber, Thomas Linklater, and Barry Winfred as they push the balls to the other side on the rainbow path. And here comes Thomas Linklater making his way towards finish line, and Thomas Linklater is our first winner on week 11 for the men's division portion. He improves to 6-6 as we continue Chao Racing 2023. And now, here's your host, Brandon Jennings. Alright, thank you, Paul, and hello, Chao Racing fans. Welcome to another edition of Chao Racing 2023 for the week of September 24th. Get ready to see all your favorite superstars compete once again in hopes of bringing a world championship or any championship in their heart's desires. A big congratulations to Thomas Linklater on the first race on the parallel course. We'll find out what happens to race number 2 in a bit, but first let's hear a word from our sponsor. This week's program on Chao Racing 2023 is sponsored by Fresh Pet. Brandon Jennings and Paul Sagamore are ready to call all the action for this week's Chao Racing 2023 program. Let's hear about race number 2 now. Alright, race number 2 will feature Vance Alfred Porters, Jack Parson, Daniel Heaton, and Ethan Kingsley. And this next race is going to be held on the Amethyst course. Good luck to the next 4 competitors on a quest for victory, and let's rock this place! And it looks like numbers 1 and 2 on the Silver Chao are going to match. So these two Silver Chao will be left behind in the competition for a while. The 4 opponents are closing in on each other, trying desperately to get wins for the 2023-24 season. And it looks like Daniel Heaton is going to rest. And number 7 is going to be heading for the water, trying to maintain momentum. As the first superstar guest viewers on this week's Chao Racing 2023 program is Vance Alfred Porters. And number 1 the Silver Chao has made it to the top of the hill with a shortcut. He will take first place. So this race will go to the next back standing. As the superstar gets viewers number 2 is number 2. Vance Alfred Porters currently has the best position so far with second place. He's going to hold on for the victory. Vance Alfred Porters wins with second place. Vance Alfred Porters still in the hunt to come back for next season's 2024 roster. Yep, all he needs is a second to win, and there's more excitement coming up. Do not go away. Alright, the fun has just begun, Chao Racing fans. Who do we have for race number 3? Well, race number 3 will have Emma Shorty taking on Dominic P. Harrows, Tess Ebert, and Kim Diggersburg. This is the first of our 3 Sapphire Course races for this week's schedule. So let's see how this race will go as planned. Please start the race! Alright, and as number 8 goes west, let me remind you that to play on the Sapphire Course, you must first climb up the stone wall, go past the waterfall, and then swim across the pool area to get to the finish line. First one to make it across the finish line regardless of the standing will be declared the winner and will earn a win closer towards qualifying for the 2024 playoffs. And who got the first speed bus this time around? It's number 7. He is way behind the competition all the way in the back. Dominic and Tess are battling for the lead up in front, and here comes Dominic P. Harrows with speed bus number 2, trying to beat out Tess Ebert as they make their way towards home stretch. Raymond Wan also trying his best to stay alive in the game. And who got the next one? It is number 1, and that was a pity that time for number 1. Oh well, maybe next time. Dominic P. Howells has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Tess is not going to catch up to him in time in sore spot. As Kim takes the next PMS, Dominic P. Howells gets another fine win to his collection. Dominic P. Howells adds another win closer towards coming back next season. That's correct, Paul. Coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. And now, Paul, race number 4. We have Raymond Hill, Joshua Samore, Eli Hauser, and Nolan Helms for race number 4. Get your swimming gears ready as we enter the Ruby Course portion of the Chao Race Stadium. Who is going to swim their way towards the W on the win column? We're about to find out. Let's have a Chao Race! Alright. Raymond is going to lead the way over number 7 at the current moment. Ooh, the competition is heating up as our 8 competitors swim across the pool area, and Elias making a statement ahead of Raymond and number 7. And here's Nolan with his speed bus, and Nolan Helms with that speed bus beats out Raymond and Elias in a hurry. Yup, what a speed bus by Nolan Helms. He gets victory, and we'll have another exciting race for you after this. Stay tuned. Alright, Paul, tell us, who do we have next? Race number 5 will feature Peter Foles taking on Ernie Sanchez, Ricky Nelson, and OJ Upton. So if I remember correctly, the next race will be held on the Pearl course. So we place the balls on the field once again as we take a look at the lineup. And here we go. Let's see how well they use the muscles to push the balls the other side rainbow path. Please start the race. Alright, so on the Pearl course, they just push the balls to the other side of the rainbow path, and whichever contestant makes it to the finish line first, regardless of understanding, will earn a win towards qualifying for the playoffs or to come back next season. Here they come, making way towards the finish line, and Peter Foles types up another victory to his win column. Yep, the computer wizard does it again, and we'll be back to wrap up the first half after we hear word from this. And now we have our defending world champion to close out the first half of the men's division. That's fine. Bobby K will be taking on Steven Robinson, Dick Steiner, and Brooks Robinson in race number 6 on the Amethyst course. So, let's see how well these Chao will do in the test of flying ability. Everyone's on the clock, and let's have a Chao Race. Alright, there goes Bobby K, gaining the upper hand in his running ability to start things off. He pauses briefly to think about his strategy to catch his breath, and there he goes. He's going to quickly make his way towards the bridges, trying to maintain momentum. And who is going to get the first speed bus this time around? It's going to be number 7 who gets it. And Brooks Robinson is going to prevail over Bobby K. He has taken a shortcut over top of the hill, and Brooks Robinson beats out Bobby K with his shortcut strategy. Great effort by Brooks that time as number 1. Well, the next comments because, oh well, so much for Bobby K's dominating run affair. But there's still plenty of weeks left in the 2023-24 season. Who knows, he might still make the playoffs and defend his title for 2024. As number 2 will get the next comments because, and I think that's going to do it. So Brooks Robinson is now up to 5 wins in hopes of having enough wins to come back next season. Yep, his shortcut paid off, and we're at halftime. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Well, that was exciting to end the first half. Now let's start off the second half of the men's division. And to start off the second half, we have Rusty Jackington, Shane Flanagan, Larry Monroe, and TJ Edwards for race number 7. It'll be the second of the 3 Sapphire course races for this week's men's division program. So let's see how well these Chao will do in this Sapphire course race. The players line up and let's rock this place. Alright, let's see how well the fortunes will pay off in this next Sapphire course race. All 4 of our competitors are neck to neck as they head into the checkered path, and the first obstacle of the Sapphire course is the wall. Here comes the 4 competitors, and down goes Larry Monroe for the count, and we'll see which one will prevail at the end of the race, as the first superstar that gets beat to start of the second half is the number 8. 1 and 2 and Chao score the rest, so he'll have to drop down to last place. And the 4 and Chao have climbed up to the top of the wall. It's going to be a close one down to the wire as Larry Monroe takes speed race number 2, now trying to gain the lead over the 4 competitors. Meanwhile, the 4 and Chao are battling for dear life all the way in the back of the competitors. And who will have the next command speed race? We're about to find out right now. It's Shane Flanagan will have the next command speed race, but I think he'll have to retain 4th place behind Rusty Jackington. Looks like TJ Edwards is going to hold off Larry Monroe if no one else gets a speed buzz. Yep, that's it. TJ Edwards wins this one. So now he's up to 3 wins for the 2023 season. Yeah, what a close one. Back for race number 8 after these messages. Alright, Paul, how about we simple it up race number 8 now? You got it. We have Bruno Alonso, Buster Jabo, Eric Crosby, and Leon Onesta for race number 8. And this is the second Ruby course matchup of the week. And we'll be done with this course for the men's division. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place. And it looks like Leon Onesta is quarterback. That'll give Bruno, Buster, and Eric the opening edge. And right now, it is Bruno Alonso leading over Buster Jabo and Eric Crosby, who are fighting for second place right behind Bruno Alonso. Things are looking good for Bruno Alonso and Kevin Moen as Leon Onesta gets beat trying to stay alive. Bruno Alonso tallies up his 4th win of his 2023 season today. Bruno Alonso is our winner, Brandon. Yep, coming up, we got more exciting action for you, but first, have a look at this. Alright, Paul, we're still a couple races away from our main event, so let's hear about race number 9. And for race number 9, we have Tate Miller, Corey Sanchester, Riley Chesters, and Austin Geralds in this 3rd Pearl Course race of the week schedule. Let's see what happens here. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, they push the ball to the other side of the rainbow path, and it looks like number 2 is going to have come in out of the lead over the 8 Chao. Number 2 trying to maintain momentum over the 4 competitors, and here comes the 8 Chao busting down to the goal line. It looks like number 2 is going to hold off the competition to get 1st place, as Tate Miller with a close second wins this one with authority. Yep, Tate Miller got it even though 1 Silver Chao came in first. Back in the bit, did not go away. Alright, now that that race is taken care of, let's see how well these next group of Chao will fare in race number 10. Alright then, next up we have Ben Henderson, Chip Sube, Kenny Days, and Casey Richardson. So we go back to the Aphis course, and wish each Chao good luck on the quest for victory. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race. So that wasn't bad, but dramatic finish when the Silver Chao beats out all the competitors. But it doesn't matter because we do award the win with the next best standing possible. Right now in this race, Kenny Days is going to win, so that will drop down a couple places. Casey has come in on the lead. But Ben Henderson is going to be flying towards the water path as the first superstar gets beat first is number 7. And oh man, another Super Chao has took a shortcut. This time it is number 1 who's going to come in first place. And there he is. So for the second race in a row, this race will go to the next best standing, just like we did in the last race. And Chip Super will have next experience, and Casey scored last, and so is Ben Henderson. That means Chip Super will have to push make one last effort to stay alive in the goal line. But Ben Henderson pulls this one away with Speedbus, and Ben is our winner with a close second. Yep, Ben Henderson pulled this one away from Chip Super, and he gets the win. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Well, after a sort of interesting scenario for these past 2 races, I say we move on to race number 11, Paul. I definitely agree with you. Race number 11 will have Patrick Garner, Alex Markinson, Ozzie Jenkins, and Donald Meddings. And coming up in the next segment, we'll find out if Garrett Dayton, our returning main event champion, will earn his third and final main event victory. But right now, to determine the outcome of this next Sapphire Course race, let's spark this place! And Patrick Garner is quarterback. That'll give Alex, Ozzie, and Donald the opening edge. And right now, down goes Donald Meddings for count. He has command on the lead, with Alex and Ozzie battling one Super Chao for second place. And now they're making their way towards the stone wall. And who is going to get the first speed bus? It's Ozzie Jenkins, who won a world championship in 2022. It's only his first season. Right now, a couple of Super Chao back are going to sleep. That means they'll have to deal with Patrick Garner for the life. And Ozzie Jenkins with blood place now with back-to-back speed bus. But can he catch up to Donald Meddings in a hurry? We'll soon know. Alex Markinson also doing his best thing on the game as the next BS wing made by number 1. Trying to catch up with Harry. And right now it is Donald Meddings battling with Ozzie Jenkins for the lead as they make their way towards the home stretch. And here's Alex Markinson with XP Bus, and he takes away the lead from Donald Meddings. It's going to be down to the wire in this exciting race to remember. And Alex Markinson beats out Donald and Ozzie with that much deserved speed bus. Yeah, that was an exciting race indeed. Coming up is the main event, but first let's hear word from this. And now the exciting climax with the main event of Week 11 on the men's division portion. Tell us all about it. Alright, Week 11's main event is presented by Toyota. Make us on the new 2023 Highlander at RAV4. Our returning champion Gary Dayton, who's famous for doing the Gangnam Style dance every day, will be taking on Mitch Carmel, Michael Creighton, and Bryson Dorrance as his challengers for this week. A win by either Mitch, Michael, or Bryson will make up the new superstar of the week. If Garrett wins this one, then we'll have 4 new competitors on our next individual main event because we only allow up to 3 main event victories for each Chao each season. So, a win by Garrett will complete his Superstar Week trilogy, and we'll have 4 new competitors on our next individual main event in Week 13, since Week 12 is going to be a tag team show. Anyway, let's see if Garrett Dayton will complete his main event victory trilogy, or one of the others will become the new Superstar of the Week. Let's have a Chao Race! Alright, here comes Garrett Dayton and his 3 would-be challengers, ready to take on the Emerald Course. And it looks like Mitch Carmel was quarterback, so he'll be left behind the competition. And now Michael Creighton is quarterback. So Garrett Dayton only has to worry about Bryson Dorrance for the current one. And Bryson and Garrett are both heading for the water, as the first superstar gets beat us on Week 12's Week 11's main event presented by Toyota. It's Mitch Carmel, who has dancing to be back in the palm trees. And right now, number 2 is quarterback. That'll get some of the couple other superstars catch up. But number 2 quickly wakes up with 9 with speed most number 2. And look who took a shortcut. Mitch Carmel, after being left behind the competition, now has command of the lead thanks to his shortcut. As the next BS we made by number 7. That'll be enough to take the lead with 4-switch out for Cup 1. Mitch Carmel has the lead, but Garrett Dayton still has a chance to make a miracle comeback to complete his 3 necessary main event victories for his season. Can Garrett Dayton do the impossible? We'll find out soon enough as number 8 will on the next commands. Because that'll lead numbers 1 and 2, let Stratton and Denby all the way in the back. Poor number 1 and poor number 2 are bowing for DI behind number 8. And who will get the next one? It is Michael Creighton, who's currently sitting in 4th place behind Bryson Dorrance. Right now, Mitch Carmel has the lead, but Garrett Dayton and Bryson Dorrance both gaining a rhythm, both gaining momentum ahead of Mitch Carmel for Cup 1. What's going to happen? We'll find out soon enough. Next BS belongs to number 2. That makes his 2nd speed bus in the race, and it will be a miracle for Michael Creighton to win this main event. Oh well, there's always another time. At number 7, quickly wakes up for a snap, and look at that. He regains the lead over 4 Spell Shot with next speed bus. And Garrett Dayton has scored a steal the lead from Mitch Carmel, and he beats out Bryson Dorrance for his 3rd and final main event victory. Unbelievable! At number 1, we'll close on speed bus. Garrett Dayton wins his 3rd and final main event of the season. That's right, what an exciting ending, and that's more 7 coming up.